Okay, so when I am making my smoothie, I always put my fluids in first. It's just a lot easier. And so I am shaking up my Silk coconut milk. And I decided I'm gonna make a bulk smoothie, so this will probably last me 3 or 4 days depending on how much of it I drink and whether or not my husband has some as well. So normally when I'm making a smoothie for my husband and I'll use a cup of coconut milk and a cup of water, but because I'm making it in bulk, I'm going to use 3 cups of coconut milk and 3 cups of water. So my plan is to have it for 3 days if my husband and I both drink it, because that's 3 times the amount that I traditionally would drink. Or I'll be able to have it for 4 or 5 days if my husband doesn't have as much. So I'm just using regular tap water. And also that means 3 times as much Vega. I usually will only put 1 scoop in the recipe, but I'm going to put 3 scoops today. So after I put in the liquids, I put in the powders. This is ginger. I like the flavor that ginger gives a smoothie. I don't measure, just put whatever I feel. And I'm gonna put in some flax seeds. This is a pepper jar that I store my flax seeds in because it's so much easier. I'm gonna put 3 tablespoons. I normally would put 1 if I was making this for a 1-day drink. So 3 tablespoons of flax seeds, and the flax seeds help to keep you full in addition to the Vega. Alright, so the next thing that I do is I add the spinach, and this is a lot of spinach. It was about half of the bag, because I usually can get away with a bag after like 4 days or so. So I'm gonna put in a lot of spinach, and then I'm gonna blend. And I blend my spinach with the liquids and the powders first, and then I go back in and put the other ingredients in. I learned about this from somebody that I follow on Instagram. Her name is Simply Green Smoothies. And she had mentioned that if you do this, it helps to make it smoother. So I started doing it, and I think it works. So now we blend. So now, depending on what type of blender you have, you can get away with putting large chunks of your fruits and your vegetables in there. And even in some cases, you can put a whole fruit or vegetable in there. So this Ninja Professional has very high wattage. So I've actually tested it with numerous sizes. I can get away with putting a half of a pear in there, and it will blend it completely fine. I don't think it could possibly handle a full carrot, so I cut it in half, although I have absolutely no idea if it could. I've never tried it before. Today's also my first day introducing carrots and introducing celery to my green smoothies. I traditionally would only have various fruits, and the one vegetable would be my spinach and the vegetable protein Vega. So today will be an interesting taste for me, but I'm looking forward to it because my goal is to eventually be able to have a veggie dominant smoothie. Like, I would love to be able to do that. I know right now that I just cannot handle that at all, so I won't even try it. I'm just not ready yet. It's not my time. It's not my time. Also, another good benefit of blending your spinach with the liquid before is you have more space. Just a second ago, prior to blending, there was like no space in there to put anything because it was so full. So now I have some space. I'm gonna add, so I have some peaches here. These are canned peaches that are in water. So I'm gonna add one peach. That's one whole peach, 2 halves. I'm going to add these 2 plums. I'm adding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 strawberries. I'm adding 1 carrot, 2 celery stalks, and 2 bananas. Okay, so now we blend. Okay, I actually forgot, but I wanted to add raw oats to it. I saw something the other day that made me decide I wanted to add some raw oats to it. So I'll do a half a cup of raw oats. This will add even more fiber to the fiber that's already in there from the Vega. So if you don't have Vega, you can use another form of protein. It doesn't have to be Vega, but Vega is plant-based, and Vega has a lot of vitamins and minerals in it. It also has 6 grams of fiber, 15 grams of protein, and it's 123 calories in 1 scoop. I believe Vega is also 3 servings of your vegetable protein or your vegetable in 1 scoop. So it's definitely a good alternative to another form of protein like whey or soy. So I'm going to put a half a cup of oats in there. Okay, so once I'm done, I use this cup. This is a cup from the Magic Bullet. If you've ever heard of the Magic Bullet system, I believe it's 20 ounces. I measured it once and it was about 20 ounces. If you're wondering why I put both milk and water, I put the milk to give it a creamy texture so it's not a juice, it's a smoothie. And I put the water to thin it out so it's not so lumpy and thick. I don't need to take that out. So I pour myself a cup, and this will be my first time ever having it with carrot, celery, and oatmeal, so I don't know how it's gonna taste.
I have an idea. Let's take turns watching each other cook. Well, when you take turns, someone goes first, while the others wait and watch.
Okay, taste-wise it's good, but texture-wise it's still kind of chunky.
It's your turn.
So I think I need to blend it a little bit better. But I'm gonna drink this one. I'm not gonna put this back in there because obviously I've tasted it and I don't want to contaminate the batch. But so yeah, I'm gonna blend this more. But I will drink this one. It's a little bit of gritty, I guess you could say, a little gritty. Definitely from the oatmeal. And a little bit from the celery. But considering that I've never had carrot and celery, I think it's pretty good. Are you filming JJ? Considering that I've never had it with carrot or with celery, I think it's pretty good. Here, Munch. What do you think? Do you like it? Whoa! So that's how I make my green smoothie. I hope this was helpful. I'm making these videos to inspire and encourage someone, and even just a little bit. Bye.